Let's add a new branch for this stack, they said. It'll be easy, no problem. Just tie into the old sewer, they said. Well, let's dig this up and find out, shall we? As you see, we needed to replace the entire stack to the original bathroom. Typically, the sewer's probably going to be in the same condition. Do you see that hole down there in the sewer? I don't know where you're from, but in Pittsburgh, these old cast iron pipes are way past their due date. Typically, there's poop leaching into the ground that you haven't been able to see for years, that's only uncovered when all of a sudden you have a problem. Like having a heart attack at 50 or 60. You've been fine all your life, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have a heart attack. Well, your arteries have been clogging for years. This isn't a problem that just happened. It's been deteriorating over a lifetime. Now, as you saw, thank God, we had some new PVC pipe to connect to, so we didn't have to dig up the sewer all the way outside. Now you're seeing me dig to where the jackhammer is, so we can add a stack for the new bathroom addition that we're adding. Typically in these situations, we have to carry buckets of concrete up steps, down a hill, around a mountainside, but thankfully in this situation, there was a dumping ground, a hill, right out the back door, so I was able to carry the buckets of dirt and concrete straight out the back and dump them down the hill as clean fill. I love these cast iron blades that you saw me use with that big sawzall. You really have to remember to use lubrication on the metal blades, because if you don't, you'll burn that $60 worth of blades up with 2 cuts, and we try to save as much cost as we can when using our tools. Alright, time to pipe the sewer in. We're going to use purple primer here. What this does is it cleans the PVC, and we use Schedule 40 PVC. It's a thicker wall PVC. There's another PVC called SDR for storm and drain. We don't want to use that stuff because it's thin and can break. There's sewage going down these pipes, so we want to do a good job and provide a solid product. What you're seeing me pipe in now is a P-trap, and this is so there's a drain in the basement that the bend will hold water in it and prevent sewer gases from coming up into the basement. We're ensuring we use a level while we pipe in the sewer, so we have at least 1/8 of an inch of fall per foot. That way everything drains down the building drain correctly. That's what we're working on right now. It's called the building drain. Even though this is the main sewer, the inside of the house part is called the building drain, and the outside part of the sewer is called the sewer lateral. I've noticed when people buy houses, a lot of the times they think the sewer was camera'd, but only the outside lateral was camera'd. So don't fall into this trap. Always get the inside building drain camera'd with the outside lateral. Now that we've had our new building drain inspected by the inspector, he's walked on the pipe to make sure everything's been bedded correctly, we're ready to do the concrete. Typically, you'd want 4 inches of stone on top of your building drain and then 4 inches of concrete. But we have to do what we can, and in this situation, there wasn't enough depth in order to have the sewer where we would like it. So we're going to use 6mm plastic, that way the concrete doesn't sit directly on top of the pipe. Plus, it's a good practice to use in basements so moisture doesn't rise up and weaken our concrete. Now, since I'm working by myself, I'm going to be mixing concrete with a paddle bit. The reason I'm doing this is so it's easy on my amigos. Why aren't you mixing with me? Oh, they're working on the roof. That's okay. I love you anyway. Now, I could be using a cement mixer outside, but it was impossible to get nothing's impossible, but it was too difficult to get a big cement mixer down around the house to the bottom of the hill. So in this situation, it was easier just to carry all the bags of the concrete through the front door, down the steps, put them in the basement, and then mix them bag by bag with this mixer. Now, if you noticed, I put blue painter's tape on the cast iron floor drain. The reason I did that is because wet concrete bleeds into that cast iron really easily, so I figured it would protect the cast iron while I leveled everything and I could pull the tape off before the concrete dries, so it looks clean when we're done. Now this job, total, by myself, I did the whole thing from start to finish by myself, took about 5 days. There's about 20 hours I spent actually working, and then there's another 20 hours I spent driving around getting materials. It's really hard to give customers timelines on how long something's going to take because you don't know if there's going to be a holdup at the store, you don't know the driving time, there's just a lot of factors, so I've learned to always say the job is going to take longer than I think it does. What you're also not seeing is the over 10 years of experience it took me to learn how to do this. I really enjoy doing it though, and I hope my body holds up. If you've watched this to the end, God bless you, thank you, and peace be with you.